Alright. So today on NewbieVeT, got a special guest. We got my little bro Taaps.
What up?
Chillin', man. Shit sound like a gunshot out here.
Word.
Alright, so man, getting into it. So originally Lounge, Georgia, Toombs County, right in Georgia. For those who don't know nothing about Toombs County, tell us, your experience growing up in Toombs County.
Growing up in Toombs County was pretty rough. Grew up in a little nice, rugged area.
Yeah.
Nothing too serious, but grew up around some pretty good people, I would say. Got my experience with some drug dealing and just seeing a lot of different things. Overall, I grew up, to become, something more different than what I was seeing growing up. That's pretty much it.
Yeah. I mean, so dealing with them small towns, man, like small towns like Toombs County, like just for it being so small, like you think because there's nothing going on in there that keeps everybody out of trouble, do you think that'd be the causes of a lot of kids turning into drugs and stuff?
Yeah, absolutely. Because what you see, you'll try to mimic it, growing up. Because there's a lot of children around there that grew up without a father, or either or, whatever. But you tend to turn to, the streets, And I feel like that plays a big role on what was going on down there for most children.
For most children, yeah. Majority a lot, really, man. Just growing up, and it's like the same cycle goes on in those small towns. Like you don't really see no growth, honestly.
Right.
Yeah. Like, why do you feel like there's no growth in small towns like that?
Because you have the same thing going on. Not a lot of positivity, unfortunately. You see a lot of people doing the same thing, what they think is cool or hood or whatever. But if you tend to have, more positive things, you would see a different side of what's going on in actuality.
Yeah. So that's why you think that a lot of people, when they move from the country to the city, it's like a wake-up call to some people.
Right.
Yeah, and then some people, they can't handle that because it's so fast, and they like more of the civil, laid-back kind.
Yeah. Most people can't deal with the city life.
Right.
It's too fast, and coming from the country is super slow. So there's only a couple things you can do, but getting to the city. That's why most people are homeless if you ain't got that city life mindset or that fast, lifestyle. You won't be able to adapt. Right.
Yeah, that's real. That's real. That's real. That's real. Yeah, because a lot of people that's homeless, they did like they spend a lot of money into the wrong things, and things like that. Yeah, that's true, man. That's true. Okay. So you started off doing music.
Mm-hmm.
How old were you?
Started off when I was 8, I think.
8.
Yeah.
You were about 8.
Yeah,
about 8. 8 or 9, one of them. You were young as hell.
Yeah.
And your first show was Lil Jon.
Yep.
Lil Jon. That's crazy.
Yeah, right here.
Yeah, that's crazy.
Yeah, it's crazy.
Yeah, that's crazy, man. Yeah, that's crazy. So, do you remember anything? And have you remember anything like from performing anything? You remember them days? Or they were like blurred?
Yeah, that was very blurred. I don't.
Man, that is crazy, ain't it? They blurred me too. Like I remember like certain points, but like a lot of that is like a blur.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't remember none of that. I remember little moments, at the after party with Lil Jon. I was going to the high school and performing in the high school.
Right.
I don't remember us doing any performance on.
Yeah, Lil Jon had you on his lap and shit.
Yeah, that shit was crazy, man. I was young.
Like you fucking Santa Claus.
Yeah, I was young.
Yeah, man. Yeah, man. But that's those good memories, man. And I just feel like memories like that, they last long. Because you always had that in your mind again. Because, we from Toombs County. People like that don't come down there like that.
Right.
Yeah. So it's kind of...
It was something very different.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? And you ain't have I mean, you had rappers like people that's rapping or whatever, but you wasn't having people coming down, celebrities coming down and like often like that. So I actually caught a good era, you know what I'm saying, of you know, experiencing those type of things, you know, in that town.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So yeah, I mean,
cause you could learn a lot being in a small town. I feel like if you can survive in a small town, you can survive in a big town.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, if you have them, you know, depending on how your mindset.
Right.
Yeah.
Right, because some people in the small, cause there's people in the small town that's rich as fuck.
Oh yeah, for sure. Yeah, for sure.
Just because it's a small town don't mean they ain't got no millionaires down there. Yeah, a lot of millionaires be discreet.
Yeah, and a lot of those people, you know, great investments.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Spending their money the right way. You know what I'm saying? Because it's easier to get land here than it is in the city.
Why is that?
I believe, you know, financial reasons, you know, could be, I don't know, because things much cheaper down here. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? Groceries, whatever, housing, you know, it's much cheaper. I guess because it's smaller, you know, I feel like that's what, maybe so.
Right. Yeah.
But I feel like, you know, if you in the city, you know, I don't knock you, but this is where to be at. You know what I'm saying? You can own a lot if you're here. You know what I'm saying? And you can have multiple things, much more than it is in the city.
Right.
You have some people with houses and land, but in the small town. But if you go to the city, that's an apartment.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? But
right.
Yeah, I understand.
That's crazy because it's like if you're going back, even back in the day during slavery time, it's like the South was more of the working class. Mm-hmm. It was most slaves was like most of the production was coming from the South.
Blue collar.
Yeah, and most of the entertainment came from the North. Mm-hmm. You had Southern artists, but it was, you know, they blew up faster in up north than, you know, cities like that. But do you feel like that system still exists? Like we still in that system of where it's like, okay, say like for instance, okay, you had people that was light skinned that worked in the house, mm-hmm. and you had people that was dark skinned that worked outside. Do you feel like that type of mind state still, like that type of thing is still around, but it's formatted different?
Oh yeah, for sure. Yeah, it's everywhere. That's in music videos. That's in commercials. That's in movies. You know, anything in front of the TV or the camera. Right. You know what I'm saying? They have to present it in such a lighter tone, skin tone, in order for it to be presentable to them. Well, in actuality, to most people. Right. You know what I'm saying? Because to them, it's like if you're not light skinned or a lighter skin tone, then you're not attractive. Right. You know what I'm saying? That's why you hear most people say, you're like, if you see a real pretty dark skinned girl, you say, you so pretty to be dark skinned, like as if you're dark skinned, you're supposed to be ugly.
Like, yeah, and they get offended. Black dark skinned get offended as fuck behind it too.
Yeah, and that's what's crazy, but it's everywhere, man. You'll get a job quicker if you're light skinned. You know what I'm saying? Like I feel that way. You'll get a job quicker if you're light skinned. Anything, if you're light skinned, you'll get a step ahead. You know what I'm saying? Contrary to you being dark skinned.
Yeah, because you're fair skinned. Because even with Obama, I felt like people went to Obama quicker than they went to Herman Cain, Jesse Jackson, because they were a different breed of a black guy. They were a different breed. Barack had a fair skin, you know, nice wavy hair. Had Michelle Obama, you know what I'm saying? And Herman Cain, he looked like our uncle or something.
Yeah, at the barbecue or something. Yeah, for sure. I know.
So they didn't take him as serious as they took Obama, because black people didn't get Obama in the chair. We didn't. All our votes didn't do all that. You know what I'm saying? It was some white people that got him in the chair too. Mm-hmm. It was mostly them.
For sure.
So,
that's how I feel, you know. But I'm saying back to Obama, if you look at Obama, you know what I'm saying, you see that he's a fair skin, light skin. Yeah. You know what I'm saying, president, but his wife is dark skinned. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? So I feel like secretly they praise it, but as far as it being, you know, in the public eye, it's not popping. You know what I'm saying? But you see Barack Obama is light skinned, so they ain't gonna put no dark skinned nigga like me with a beard and shit like that, they ain't gonna put that up there. It's more, they fear that more than they do that. You know, he got the shave, clean cut, light skin and shit. So I feel like they do that. You know,
because when you looking like that, they consider you a militant.
Oh yeah.
You know, you too much of a headache, or you too much of a problem, like a Malcolm X or something like that.
That's a threat.
You know what I'm saying? Because a lot of people don't know the difference between Martin and Malcolm.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? Like, Martin was more for peace, like, you know, having all races come together, unite, and Malcolm was more of black rights, more of the, you know, we need more black people here, more
action.
More action instead of just sitting here letting them slap us.
Yeah. Yeah, I was all, you know, King, you know, he was all for that, you know what I'm saying, secretly, you know, to his, you know, closer to his dying days.
Yeah.
You know,
he thought he started getting closer to the truth?
Yes, to the truth of, like, you know what I'm saying, basically I fucked up.
Was this after that I Have a Dream or before?
It was after.
Okay.
Because it was like, you know, he had a dream that we all come together and do all that, but after that, you know, closer to his living, you know, dying days or whatever, it was more of, damn, I fucked up. You know what I'm saying, on what I led my people into, you know what I'm saying, integration into these other entities, you know what I'm saying?
Right.
So he was for it at the end though, but I think it was kind of too late, you know what I'm saying, to try to patch that up.
Right. So okay, when black, like, when they get assassinated, like, okay, you had more black leaders being assassinated than white politicians, you know, that I can recall.
Yeah.
Might be, you know, from my recollection.
Yeah.
But you got your Martin Luther King assassinated. You have Malcolm X assassinated. Then if you look on the other side, you got John F. Kennedy assassinated. There was another politician a big leader that got assassinated. But why do you think they assassinated JFK?
Honestly, I have no idea, man. I ain't really, you know what I'm saying. I'm not really into the presidency thing. You know.
Why is that?
So, I don't know. It just don't really grab my attention, I guess. You know what I'm saying? I don't know. You know, it's just not my thing.
Yeah.
I know a little bit, but it ain't no.
Yeah.
Diving into
Yeah, because I feel like when it comes to politics, like, politics is like they play neck and neck with religion. It's like it's a thin line between politics and religion because they both one and the same.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Because if you follow the Bible, or if you go by anything with the Bible, it's like then you into politics because it's politics.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Because United States, you know, we might go to a foreign country and they believe totally different. We see them as enemies, and they might not even be enemies.
Right. It's just what they've been teaching us.
Right. You know what I'm saying? Because it's like, and it's good we bring this up because it's like, okay, we going, you know, from a small town, we was raised on. So our social study was more on American history, but it was white American history.
Right.
You didn't know, like, I grew up not knowing anything what black people did. You know what I'm saying? I just knew we were somewhere else. You know what I'm saying? But you didn't learn nothing that we accomplished in school.
Right.
But you learned it after school.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So, but a lot that we learned in school wound up being lies that was fed to us. So, why do you think people feel like the government, the whole ordeal, as far as even with the Bible, why do you think that was created? For one, why was the Bible created?
The Bible was created to control.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? Basically manipulate and, oh God, just to destruct your mind altogether. But, you know, some people look at it like, you know, Bible have some hidden messages, you know.
Right.
You know, tell a lie. You tell the truth, you know, tell a lie, but, you know, got some truth in it.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? And some people look at it like that, and some people look at it like, you know, astrology or whatever. But, you know, however you take it, you know what I'm saying? The main purpose was it was created to, you know, control your people, control our people.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? To trick them.
Right.
Basically.
Right. Because even in the early days, like, the Bible was like something that was like it was forced on the black people for them to read and learn and stuff, like a handbook or some shit.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So
now, most of our people knew, it was a trick, and some of us just went along with it, you know what I'm saying, to avoid being killed or dead, whatever, to avoid that, go to church, you know what I'm saying, they beat you all through the week, but go to church on Sunday,
right.
You know what I'm saying, our people knew it was a trick, you know what I'm saying, they had a place in Ghana, I seen, shout out to Brother Polite, I seen in Ghana showing clips of them having a dungeon, a male dungeon. It was a male dungeon, and it had over, I think, 1,000 males in that one dungeon. You know what I'm saying? But the dungeon was at the very bottom, but at the top of the dungeon was a church. So you telling me you believing in God as in doing good, but you got also enslaving people right below the church.
Right below the church.
You know what I'm saying? How does that work?
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? But most of our people knew it was a trick. You know what I'm saying? We just went along with it.
Right.
I feel like that's how most people nowadays, you know what I'm saying, like us, you know what I'm saying, understanding like we know it's some bullshit.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Right.
But at the same time, most people just so stuck on it, it's so hard for them to get off of it.
A lot of people are scared.
Yeah,
a lot of people. There's some people. When you ask people why do they believe in certain things, a lot of people, one, they can't really give you an answer. Mm-hmm. Two, some of them be like, because that's what it was raised on. Mm-hmm. Three, they scared to go against it or not believing because they scared of how people look at them. Mm-hmm. And four, a lot of people just don't care to learn new knowledge. Right. So it's like a lot of those things is, I feel like, what separate a lot of black people to even try to unite, because I feel like in order for us to unite, the biggest thing we have to be on one accord. Mm-hmm. And the number one thing we have to be on accord with is religion, because religion, it basically ties into everything in life.
That you play out, yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So, because somebody can read a Bible scripture and automatically think the Bible real because they can relate to it.
Yeah, for sure.
You know what I'm saying? Not knowing that you can't relate to nothing else in that Bible.
Yeah, because you'll be doing a lot of killing and a lot of crazy shit.
A lot of people don't know all that shit is in the Bible. Like, it's a lot of killing in the Bible.
Killing. God did more killing in the Bible than the devil. You know what I'm saying? He did a lot.
Yeah.
That's why I say you got to start looking at him as more so evil than you do the devil. Yeah. As we know, he created, the devil. He has to have some evil in him. Right. You know what I'm saying? Because
so why would you create evil?
Right. You had to have some evil in you. Like, who you mad at? You know what I'm saying? At us, you know what I'm saying? If you did, you some bullshit because you created us. You know what I'm saying? So you knew what it was going to be.
Right.
But that's how I knew it. Like, when I started seeing shit like that, you know what I'm saying? And why he hasn't killed him and why this shit is prolonging.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? This shit been going on forever. You know what I'm saying? Why this shit hasn't stopped.
For one, if I'm your creator, meaning that, okay, that means that I know, for one, you can't know what everybody doing all at once. It's impossible. Like, period. I mean, the surveillance camera can only have 20 cameras at a time. Like, you can't have that much going on. For one. Two, and my thing is this: we made it in an image of him or whatever we made it the image of. An image or a reflection. If you look in the mirror, it's your reflection of you.
Right.
You're not a reflection of nobody else. You're a reflection of you. Your spawns are a reflection of you. So it's like, it was a lot of things that I grew up learning and just realizing, like, okay, a lot of things just, it's spoon-fed bullshit. They lied to me about Christopher Columbus. Why would they not lie about this? You know what I'm saying? So, because we grew up not in church. We didn't grow up in no church. We went to church, but we didn't grow up in the church. So it's like, when people realize like what our status is on that, and I tell them, it's like not on the fact that we just saying that shit on some just dumb shit. We have like true actual knowledge on that shit. But a lot of people, like you said, but a lot of people stubborn, they don't want to hear that. You know what I'm saying? So
it ain't the children that I'd be mad with. It be the grown people. You know what I'm saying? Because you know better. Right. You know what I'm saying? These children don't know what's going on. Right. But it's so funny because these children naturally do know what's going on.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? And I have had, some interactions with some children that's, in my family, you know, saying that they don't believe in God.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? It just doesn't sound right. You know what I'm saying? So I feel like, you know, more children are getting more hip to what Jesus and what God really is. You know what I'm saying? And understanding this some real bullshit.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
You know
I mean, because kids are the most honest. Kids are the most honest because their minds are still maturing, and so they might say something disrespectful and not knowing what disrespect means.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? Because no one hasn't taught them what disrespect means, really. You know what I'm saying? So they learning, you know, all their moves and characteristic traits, they're going to go through them and try to learn them. So if you correct them, hey, don't do that. Don't talk back to her. That's disrespectful. Mm-hmm. So, you know, as parents, that's our job, you know, with that. Mm-hmm. So what you said is real because kids wouldn't know nothing about it if you don't teach them. Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying? Because you can ask a 6-year-old right now, they never been in church, and if you ask them who God is or whatever, they wouldn't know. Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying? So, so why do you think there's something? Okay, what are some ways that you feel as Black people that we can unite on? Mm-hmm. You know, where we can actually grow and actually become a stronger unit.
Get that damn white Jesus, God, or whatever you want to call him out your head. Right. You know what I'm saying? Once you start looking at white God, you start looking at white people. You know what I'm saying? As your God. So I feel like if you get that image, you know, out your head, because images are important. What you see is, like I said, right, makes your reality. If you can alter someone if you can alter someone thinking, you can alter someone reality. Right. You know what I'm saying? But if you can get that image, you know what I'm saying, out your head, you will believe in yourself. You know what I'm saying? Because most people that follow religion or Christianity, I'm gonna say, believe white people are their savior. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? Psychologically, they believe that the white people are saved, will come and save them. You know what I'm saying? Not in the sense of coming from the sky and, you know, relieving their soul, but it's more of getting them a job. Right. You know what I'm saying? Helping them with welfare, TANF, whatever. They feel like without that, how can shit work? You know what I'm saying? But I feel like if you get that out your head and start believing in your own people, yourself most importantly, and then you can start believing in your people. Right. You know what I'm saying? And I feel like if it's unity, you know what I'm saying? Once we all come together as one, shit will change. You know what I'm saying? As a whole. Right. But as we start looking at each other basically from the skin point of view, you know what I'm saying? That separates us too. You light skin, you dark skin. That's separation. You know what I'm saying? If we stop looking at each other like that, you know what I'm saying, as one people, it would be great. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? And most races know that. And that's why we're the ones that's mostly broke up. Right. You know what I'm saying? Because we're the most powerful one. Right. But if we do that, it should have changed. Right. Yeah.
Yeah, because we the pioneers. We set everything in motion. Like we set the new fashion. We set the trend. We the best in sports.
Everything.
Everything we put our mind to.
Yeah, for sure.
You know what I'm saying? But it just when it comes to uniting and because I feel like it also has to come from the most popular. It has to come from the biggest celebrity. It has to be trickled down because it's like. They have large platforms where they have millions of people following them. Yeah. So, but I feel like it separates where it's like you can have a couple people talking about, don't believe in God, don't do this, but then you can have their favorite celebrity, LeBron James, soon you win a championship, I wouldn't do this without God first.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Yeah. So it kind of like, you only got a couple hundred people following you, and this man got millions. So it's like his platform. So it has to trickle down from the top people down to the ones that the middle class, the low class. It has to trickle down. But I feel like it's going to always be a conflict when you have too many people that's in high rank with that much power giving out that message.
Yeah, for real. I think if they did it different. Right. You know what I'm saying? Put Malcolm in that position. Give Malcolm, Malcolm would have the same status as LeBron. You know what I'm saying? If he had a social media. I'm just saying. And like, give him that status today. Right. You know what I'm saying? Or give LeBron. Also, give him Malcolm mine. Give LeBron Malcolm mine.
Right.
And why LeBron wouldn't be at that top, you know what I'm saying, for long, because they would try to assassinate him.
Yeah, that's
you know
true.
what I'm saying? You having that mindset, and you have a following. You know what I'm saying? You got these people loving you. You know what I'm saying? And what you say gonna change shit.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? You can have the government, you know what I'm saying, they have a lot of shit going on. You can be that voice to tell them, your people, your 100 million followers, hey, look, man, don't fuck with the government. Don't do that. They gonna listen. You have 100 million people to say, okay, damn, LeBron said this.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? And that's power, bro.
That's power.
You know what I'm saying? That's powerful. But LeBron doesn't have that mindset.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? You can say, we're not gonna play basketball for a day. You know what I'm saying? Or we're not gonna play basketball, period. But then come back and play a game. Like, who's gonna take you serious? Right. You know what I'm saying? You talking like you revolutionize. I'm not down to LeBron, but I'm just saying, like,
how it looks.
How it looks. Yeah, how you're doing it.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Malcolm, if he was like, man, we ain't balling. Fuck that. You know what I'm saying? Not ball at all, and they losing money. Right. You know what I'm saying? Now you have to be assassinated. You know what I'm saying? Because what you're saying is changing shit. What he's saying is not really changing it. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
It's just following what he's doing. It's like, let's do it this kind of way, but it's not really working.
Right.
But yeah, I mean, you can't put nobody in that position with Malcolm mind. Right. You know what I'm saying? You'd be gone.
Yeah. Because even the ones, you had a few people that was in the NBA, like, you know, little older players, whatever, that when they try to change their names to Muhammad's and stuff like that, they banned them from the league.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So even with Meta World Peace, when he that was before he named this, because that wasn't the first name, it was something else that he wanted, but he couldn't name it that. I forgot what it was. But then he changed it to Meta World Peace, and the NBA had a problem with it at first.
Yeah, for real.
You know what I'm saying?
That's crazy, man. It's like they don't want you to love. You know what I'm saying? Like, what the fuck, bro? Like, they so evil. Bro, that shit is just crazy. You know what I'm saying? You can't do it. That's too much to them.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? They have a culture like that. That's what's crazy, man.
Right. I mean, that's even in the work system, man. It's like, I mean, like, people go through problems even in the work system, and they felt like, because everything is systematic too.
Yeah, for sure.
You know what I'm saying? So even if no matter how long you don't work for a company or something like that, you're replaceable. You know what I'm saying? You could be there 20, 30 years, and they can hire somebody that only been there a year over you. You know what I'm saying? So,
and no matter what all the shit you done put in,
right?
You know what I'm saying? The moment you die, it's a wrap. They already got somebody waiting.
Right.
That dance application ready.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? They don't give a fuck.
Right.
That's why it should be more family oriented. You know what I'm saying? Once I pass on, you know what I'm saying, my son or my daughter can inherit to this. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
I'm not me. I'm not gonna be the only boss.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? And that's how it should be.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? They don't care about nothing you got going on if you ain't in their culture, period.
Right.
Yeah, straight up.
Yeah, man. Yeah. So
that's everywhere, man.
All right. So a question that people normally ask you when you tell them that you don't believe in, you don't have a religion, or whatever. They think that you're saying that because you've been through stuff, which we have been through shit.
Yeah, for real.
You know what I'm saying? But they feel like that's the reason why your decision is that. So do you feel like your decision of not believing in God, do you feel like what you've been through, the loss of our mother, our sister, other family members, just growing up, just losing people left and right, do you feel like just the loss of people, the troubled times you've been through, do you feel like that made your decision to become that, or it was just something that you just put two and two together?
You put two and two together.
Okay.
Yeah, because it's been that way before the passing,
Yeah.
I losing people and all that. That was there. Before then, I couldn't really, piece it together.
Right.
But it was just more of like, something don't damn sound right, bro. It was just, it didn't click. You know what I'm saying? The more I heard the story, it was just like, God damn, it's getting whacked.
So you believe, all right, so in the beginning, you believed in God in the beginning?
Oh, yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, I did.
Why you believe in God in the beginning?
I felt like I felt it.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Because someone told me that as well. You know what I'm saying? Right. And also, the more someone told me, the more I felt like
you start feeling
felt it. I'm not going to say it like it was a real feeling. I don't know.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Like, it wasn't really like I really believed it. It was just, well, what else I'm believing in?
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So it was just, but it didn't sound right. You know what I'm saying? I felt it because my mama was into it.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Right.
It was just, I don't know, it's just crazy.
Right.
This just wasn't real.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
So the beginning. So what was the transition from you? You know, from you not believing into it. How old were you, and what was your decision? What made you make that decision?
I think when I was in my early 20s, I think that's when I really just like, man, hell no. Nah.
Right.
But it wasn't. Then again, it wasn't no. I don't completely just gonna take God out.
Right.
But it was just like, hell nah, man. Hell nah. Jesus walking on water. You know what I'm saying? This nigga making bread, feeding 1,000 people, and drinking wine, and you know, feeding a lot of people all this shit with a loaf of bread and shit. Like, what the fuck?
Them niggas was hungry as fuck. They don't have a loaf of bread.
Like, come on, bro. But then as I got older, like, I ain't gonna lie, about 4 years ago, when I really just was like, God is gone. You know what I'm saying? I don't believe no human, no form, no Jesus, no devil, no nothing. All this shit is just gone. Yeah. That's when I really, it really clicked. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? I ain't gonna lie, sleep was sad because it was like, fuck, man, I actually believed it.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Using this fucking religion to actually, you know what I'm saying, pray for stuff when I can just do it. Right. You know what I'm saying? And just expecting him to give me this power and to do this shit. Right. You know what I'm saying? But really, it was me that I was misinterpreting. You know what I'm saying? The whole time. Yeah. And that's what really hurt me. Like, fuck. You know what I'm saying? But yeah.
You feel like you wasted a lot of years.
Yeah, a lot of
years.
For real.
Because a lot of people don't understand. Like, if you, because a lot of people feel like, well, if you don't, well, what do you believe in? You gotta believe in something. Do you gotta believe in something?
No, you ain't gotta believe. You ain't gotta believe in nothing. You know yourself. That's why you know thyself, bro. They tell you that. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? That's why I say certain shit in the Bible. Yeah. People follow it because you gotta tell the truth and the lie. You know what I'm saying? It's the truth and the lie somewhere. Right. Believe in your fucking self. You know what I'm saying? Right. You gonna get you through whatever you want to get through. Because you ain't gonna get no damn job. If you sitting around the house for a whole year just playing the game all day, you're not gonna get a job. No, it ain't. Stop praying. You're not. I'm just not. Just be honest. Yeah, for sure. You have to just fill out the application, call them, check on them. Because they're not gonna just somebody praying for this job. Call them. Like it don't work like that. That shit don't work, bro. If you ain't gonna do it, right. Like I said, God only move when you move. If you don't move, God ain't gonna do shit. Because God is you. Because you're a guy. Right. You know what I'm saying? That's how it has to be. You should know that, man. Yeah. Most people should know who really do the damn work. Right. You know what I'm saying? Like, come on, bro. That's just like Santa Claus. Yeah. You know, like, honestly, like, you know, of course everybody knows Santa Claus ain't real, but when you were a kid, you grow up actually think there was actually a Santa Claus. Yeah. At least it went through your mind. It makes you question whether it's real or not. Right. Now, we know there ain't no fucking Easter bunny. Right, for sure. You know what I'm saying? There's not a 6-foot bunny walking around with a bag of eggs and shit. But but in your mind, you actually thought there was a Santa Claus. Yeah.